Kobe Bryant said it. I've thought this, but he said it, and he quoted it. Greatness isn't for everyone. And man, he's so right. I used to struggle a lot, not with myself, but with other people. I used to expect other people to want it as bad as me. Why isn't this person working this hard? A student would come to me. Why? Greatness isn't for everybody. If it was, nobody would be great. So people have to make a decision. And this is why the last 5 years, especially, the way that I recruit, the way that I sell, and so much in me has changed because of that one quote. If you don't study Kobe Bryant and people who are high level athletes or achievers in their respective fields, I recommend that you start reading their books and you start studying them, because their mind and how they think and how they live in this world is completely different. I used to think I was crazy, slightly, until I started reading books and listening to interviews of people like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I'm a huge basketball fan. I have a Kobe Bryant tattoo. I played basketball professionally, for those of you who don't know. Had aspirations of making the NBA, did the combine, played in the summer league way back in the day, never made it to the dance. I played overseas. But ask the people that knew me in Southern California, they'll tell you that dude was really good. He could jump high, run fast, had good skills, could shoot, could slash. Never made it though, had a lot of injuries, so on and so forth. We're on to the next chapter. But when I would listen, I remember the first time I listened to a Kobe interview, I was like, yes! The things that he was saying. Oh, I'll show up early just to see who else shows up early. I'm like, yeah. I'll do extra workouts, and I'm always thinking how to get ahead. I was like, yes. I was like, finally. Like, I'm seeing a counterpoint in another human being. Because people used to make fun of me or say I was obsessed and all this other stuff with wanting to be great at what I did. And at that time, it was basketball. But a lot of people will look at Kobe or me and the things that we say, and I would even see it on the internet. People are like, oh man, I listened to BC and I made, BC meaning me, right? I made huge goals because I listened to him. And then like maybe somebody who didn't achieve them would blame me because they listened to me and they set high goals and then they didn't achieve them. Well, my dude, if you're going to have great goals, your level of action and commitment has to be great. Maybe it was you and it wasn't me. See, because they'll point the finger at me. That's an example of that person not being meant for greatness. They were just inspired that they hear me speak. And I inspired a ton of people when my old YouTube channel coming up, whether it was sales, mindset, whatever it was. Why? Because I spoke from that perspective. I said, I expect greatness from myself. I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to work my tail off and I'm going to achieve that goal. And I did. And people were along for that journey and I accomplished a lot. Making a ton of money in real estate, the sales stuff, bought all the cars, built up my social media. Everything was exploding. Went nationwide with my team. Was traveling and speaking the world nationally, internationally. Met all the guys pretty much from $1 Million Listing, LA and New York and all those shows and spoke with all of them. And we did tours in Australia, North America. And this is a long time ago. Like that tour was like 10 years ago now. But I remember going to my first real estate event right when I got licensed in 2013. My first public one after I got licensed, because I went to some before. And I went to go see the Altman brothers at Radisson Hotel in Uptown Whittier in Southern California back in 2013. It was like, I can't remember what month, maybe September. And I remember asking them questions and telling people, I'm going to be on stage with these dudes. And within 2 years, I was. Long story short. We had our friend, a mutual friend, who's like shout out to Glenn Twiddle. He's like the Tom Ferry in Australia for real estate coaches. And he organized an event. And he had the Altman brothers speak, and he had me speak, and a few other speakers. But I was crazy enough when I was new to say, I'm going to be on stage with them. And everybody made fun of me. Went to my original real estate office, top 10 list. I said, I'm going to be on this by the end of the year. My first year. People laughed. Where was I at the end of the year? Number 8. I made it on the top 10. And we were a top Century 21 in Southern California. I think nationwide, my Century 21 was in the top, whatever, top 50, something like that. I might be off on that a little bit. I don't know. But they were up there. That's greatness. But see, I didn't just say it. I backed it up. I was the first one in the office every day, the last one to leave, banging on doors, making calls, and doing everything, going above and beyond. Everyone else is reporting their numbers. My numbers are 10, 20, 30 times in regards to effort, higher than everybody else's. But I'm willing to commit because I was clear about where I wanted to go, who I wanted to be, and what I wanted to accomplish. But it's not for everybody, man. And you have to listen to this video and make a decision. Because if you follow me and you're like, oh man, I want to join your stuff, your coaching or your team or whatever it is, or even if you want to get my free resources, if you don't have greatness in mind, I'm not going to say don't follow me, but don't get on any of my stuff because you will be in shock. You will, again, you won't want to join because I'm going to hold your fucking feet to the fire. I'm going to be that coach and that person that helps you, that mentor that will bring out the best in you. But if you're not ready for that, thinking greatness, like I want the best for me, my future, and my family, I'm not the dude for you. I'm not going to hold your fucking hand and pussyfoot around and walk on eggshells around you. I'm going to give it to you raw and real, and that's it. Whether it's training, telling you to do something, holding you accountable, that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be Disney fairy tale, oh, we're all going to be singing Kumbaya. No, you're going to get great results. But I remember I stepped away after I played basketball from coaching kids because if a adult, and for a long time, people wanted me to coach their kids because they knew of my history and my skill level. First question, Mr. Parent, Mr. and Mrs. Parent, is your kid here because he wants to be great? Or is he here because you're sending him and you want him to train in basketball? And if they answered number two, I said, I'm not going to train your kid. Because if I do, he's probably going to cry. Now, can I adjust? Sure, but I have no interest in it. I only wanted to coach kids one-on-one or privately that wanted to be college players, Division I players, NBA players. I wanted a kid to come hungry and with that mindset of wanting to be the best and number one. So I trained very few kids, and those kids ended up doing really, really well. There was 2 or 3 kids that I trained. One of them went Division I, and a couple others I think played in Division II, and they did really well. But I only trained them because they had that seed in them. I want to be great. And I didn't say anything bad about the other kids. I just said, you know what? I would rather not train them then. If you're just sending them here, my style of training is not going to be for them. But that's trickled into everything that I do, from running Team BC to doing my coaching programs to my real estate network at Real and everything else. You are stepping into an environment, a community, an individual that represents greatness that will also expect greatness from you. And I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about your dedication to be the best, because the best people on my team, the students, the thousands of people that I've trained in sales and in real estate at this point, a lot of the top ones weren't the most naturally gifted or talented, but they came in saying, I want to be number one. I said, perfect, man, step up. I got you. And they went to the top. A lot of rookies of the year and all that stuff. People who were extreme introverts and shy turned into social butterflies, because we work on a lot more in my communities than just real estate or sales. We work on way more, because I want personal transformation in people, but they have to want greatness for themselves, to be confident, to be socially skilled and savvy, to be able to run a business, to be profitable. All the stuff from top to bottom, not just, oh, I want to get better at real estate, or, oh, I just want to get better at sales. You definitely will, but we want to be masters across the board. We want greatness in every area, or as many areas as possible. That's the key here, because I did that first for myself and I hold myself to that standard. So if people come in and that's not their prerogative or their mindset, they don't last. Oh, it's too much. And I get it, right? It is too much. You're right. But the mistake that I used to make was oh man, maybe I'm doing something bad. No, because the people who dedicate themselves are thriving. Like a lot of the realtors in my community having record years right now in one of the worst markets. But they have that mentality. They have the greatness mentality. And again, it's not talent, it's dedication, it's desire. I or anybody else cannot give you desire. What's up, buddy? We can't give you desire. You could listen to me speak all day. I might motivate you. I might fire you up. I might teach you a lot. I can't give you desire. That has to come from within, from you, not me or anybody else. I did a previous video on building your own legacy and really connecting with what you want. You need to watch that one if you haven't already. But this one, greatness isn't for everyone. And if it's not for you, that's fine. I'm not dogging you. I'm not trash talking you. I'm not belittling you. But step to the side and then do something else. Because if you aspire results or things or a life that would require greatness, you're not going to have it. You have to make a choice. And a lot of people right now, especially in the social media era, have the mentality and work ethic of non-greatness, but seek greatness in life, whether it's looks, finances, their social media, their business, their family, or whatever it is. But that greatness mentality and execution takes a lot, because with that comes a lot of sacrifice. A tremendous amount. People questioning you, you not doing what other people do. Your circles are going to be a lot smaller because most people aren't doing those things and involved in those activities. People will question you. People will doubt you. People will call you crazy. I'm telling you, man, greatness isn't for everybody. Now, you guys will look at Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and those types of people. Well, people admire them and honor them. Of course. Not always, though. Now that they're legends in their sport and they've gotten their flowers, sure. But can you imagine them growing up or before people really knew who they were? Seeing somebody at the gym at 11 p.m., people were going on breaks, and I asked the coach for a copy of the key so I can stay and work out. Everyone else is partying and going on trips, and I'm in the gym setting up the trash cans and doing drills. Everyone else is partying. Oh, where you at, bro? This and that. No interest in that. Oh, how come you don't drink, bro? Don't want to drink. It's going to mess up my game. So many of you can relate to that if you've done that. The social pressure, people maybe making fun of you, calling you weird. It's a part of greatness, man. Certain sacrifices are going to have to be made in order for you to embody that greatness. But it's a mentality and an effort, not talent. But you got to make a choice. Which road are you going to take? And whatever road you take is fine, but take it and stop looking at the other one, because that's the era right now. Oh, I'm going to walk the non-greatness road, but I'm going to pretend and share memes and talk about greatness. Come on, dude. Greatness never gives up. Greatness shows up in spite of not getting sleep. Greatness follows the schedule and the blueprint every day. Greatness doesn't complain. Greatness makes it happen. Greatness doesn't ask when I get time off or when to take a break. Greatness keeps going. Greatness innovates. Greatness figures it out. Greatness will ask for help and raise their hand. Greatness doesn't pretend like it knows everything. Drop a comment for the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. All right? Remember, greatness isn't for everybody. Is it for you? Maybe. We'll see.